The British Mandate for Palestine, established in 1922, was a time of great unrest. The land was fraught with tension. Arab residents who had long called Palestine home clashed with a growing Jewish population. The British, tasked with maintaining order, found themselves caught in the middle. The Balfour Declaration of 1917 complicated matters. This document expressed British support for a Jewish national home in Palestine. This angered the Arab population. They saw it as a betrayal. The stage was set for conflict. The British faced a daunting task. They needed to balance the demands of two groups with opposing aspirations. The situation was a powder keg. Any spark could ignite it. The British administration struggled to maintain control. The Arab population felt increasingly marginalized. They resented the influx of Jewish immigrants. The Jewish population, for their part, felt a sense of urgency. They were driven by the horrors of the Holocaust. Many sought refuge in their ancient homeland. The British response was often heavy-handed. They sought to quell unrest with force. This only served to further inflame tensions. The situation in Palestine was becoming increasingly intractable. It was a tragedy waiting to unfold. The Black and Tans were a notorious force. Recruited from the ranks of unemployed British veterans after World War I, they were deployed to Ireland to quell the Irish War of Independence. Their methods were brutal. The Black and Tans were infamous for their reprisals against Irish civilians. They were feared and hated. The Black and Tans earned a dark reputation. They were accused of atrocities. These included extrajudicial killings, arson, and looting. Their actions served to further alienate the Irish population. The Black and Tans became a symbol of British oppression. Their name itself inspired dread. The Black and Tans were named for their makeshift uniforms. They often wore a mixture of police and military garb. This reflected their ambiguous status. They were not a regular army unit, nor were they a conventional police force. They existed in a shadowy realm. The Black and Tans' reign of terror in Ireland was short-lived. They were disbanded in 1922 following the Anglo-Irish Treaty. However, their legacy of brutality lived on. The Black and Tans left an indelible stain on Anglo-Irish relations. Their actions would echo through history. Following their disbandment in Ireland, many Black and Tans sought new employment. Some found their way to Palestine. They joined the British Gendarmerie and other security forces. Their experience in counterinsurgency made them valuable assets. The British administration in Palestine was grappling with growing unrest. They welcomed the Black and Tans' expertise. The presence of the Black and Tans in Palestine was controversial from the start. Their reputation preceded them. Many Palestinians viewed their arrival with trepidation. They feared a repeat of the brutality that had become synonymous with the Black and Tans. The Black and Tans were tasked with maintaining order in a land on the brink. They were deployed to quell Arab riots. They were also charged with protecting Jewish settlements from attack. The Black and Tans once again found themselves caught in the middle of a bitter conflict. Their presence did little to quell the unrest. If anything, it exacerbated the situation. The Black and Tans brought their brutal tactics to Palestine. Their actions served to further alienate the Arab population. The cycle of violence continued. Specific incidents of extrajudicial killings, arson, and other brutal tactics were reported. Both Jewish and Arab communities suffered under their ruthless methods. The Black and Tans' time in Palestine is shrouded in controversy. Accusations abound of their brutality against the Arab population. Some accounts allege that they employed the same ruthless tactics that had become their hallmark in Ireland. However, concrete evidence is scarce. The passage of time has obscured the Black and Tans' actions in Palestine. Records are incomplete. Memories have faded. It is difficult to separate fact from fiction. The Black and Tans remain an enigma. Despite the lack of definitive proof, the allegations of Black and Tans' brutality persist. They are part of the larger narrative of the British Mandate in Palestine. It was a time of great upheaval and violence. The Black and Tans, with their reputation for ruthlessness, played a role, however small, in this turbulent period. Their story is a cautionary tale. It serves as a reminder of the dangers of colonial oppression. It also highlights the enduring legacy of violence and the difficulty of achieving peace in a land riven by conflict.